Okay, in this case, we are going to start from the scanner, the score to grade program that you had done earlier in one of the assignments. So what you see here is the older program where you have the grade information. Now in this case, this is outputting the grade to the screen. Now what we need to do is need to create a function. So in order to create a function, we do public static, and in this case, we are creating a string because we want to return the grade. Earlier we were just, if you look at here, we were just outputting to screen. That means anything that you wrote here would be output to screen. But now we are going to try to take score as an input, which is a double, and return a grade. So score is a double and grade is a string. So we do return grade. Now we need to define what is a grade. Grade is a string. Okay. Now what we do is now we need to do the math where A is greater than 90, B is greater than 80, 70, 60, 50, and so on. So what we do is, this is the code that we had. So what we do, we'll copy this part and put it in the function because that's the code. Now in this case, we do not need to output on the screen. We need to store it in the variable called grade, which is a string. So what we are going to do is we're going to do grade equal to, which is a string assignment, grade is equal to A. Okay. And then we can do similarly, we can do grade is equal to B, because over 80. Now keep in mind, the important concept here is else if. What else if does is it allows you to not go into that if statement if you already have made a selection. So assuming I do not put an else if and I just put an if, like if this was the code, then it will first go into this if, and then it will also go into this if, as because the score will be greater than 90 at that point, and also greater than 80. If you enter a 99, that's greater than 90 and greater than 80, so it will go into both these. That's why we do else, so that it goes into one and does not go into the other one. So let's, so grade C, grade D, grade equal to E, and then if score is else if, so we don't do an else if, so we do else obviously the score will be less than 50, correct? Because if it's not in any one of these, if it's not greater than 90 or greater than 80 or 70, 60 or 50, then it will be less than 50. So that's the catch-all condition. So what we do is grade equal to F. Okay. So how do we test something like this? In order to test something like this, we need to be able to run the function. So the function is get grade, and what input does it need? It needs the input of score, which we have there. So input of score, and then it needs to be saved into something. So we'll do string because it is creating it is a string that is actually returning. So we can say grade is equal to get grade and score, and then what we can do is we can say system dot out dot println, and we can say grade plus, where grade essentially is the grade, and then plus grade is there. So, and that is, so let's try running it. So what happens is it goes through. First it actually reads the score from the console, then it passes the score into this function, which in turn goes here, which is checked here, and accordingly the grade is being given. That said, let's try running it. There you go. So input score, our score is 99, and our score is 99. It confirms the score is 99 with this guy, and then it prints the grade, where it actually gets the grade here. Now let's try another one. Let's try score is say 45. It should give us an F. Okay, few things though. If I put an else if here, it will give me an error because there is a chance that it may not go into any of these and it will be uninitialized. Right now, there's no value to grade. It is also possible that going through all of this, there may not be any value and grade may return without a value, basically uninitialized. That's why we always have an else statement to end your if conditions. That is easier and that's better to catch all the cases which don't fall into any of the ifs. 90 scores 90, grade is B, so guys won't be happy. So what we need to do is we need to do greater than and equal to. So that at 90 it will be A, B, C, D, E. So let's see. There we go. Let's run it again. Let's see what happens in 90. So you have 90 and then scores A. See, there you go. So that is this one. See you next time.